Are you ready? Okay, fine. Okay, give a thumbs up and tell. Okay, both the hands thumbs ups. Okay, ready? One last time. Are we ready? Good, good, good. Okay, yes, I like that enthusiasm. Okay, so class, fine. In the previous section, okay, previous class, we were discussing about the shapes, 2D shapes and 3D shapes. All right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, Angel, tell me one thing. Okay, yes, that we have discussed about this symmetry and lines of symmetry.
Yes, ma'am.
We have. All right.
Yes.
Okay, just no, not all. Maybe the concept was, all the concepts, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, fine. All right. So let me ask a question then. Fine. How many lines of symmetry does a rectangle have? Who knows the answer for this? So, Aparna, tell me.
Symmetry.
Sorry.
Taught us 3D shapes.
Yeah, we were looking on 3D shapes, but okay, all right, Saparna, but I was asking about since we have done that activity, no? What is that activity? Paper mask activity, do you all remember? Yes? Yeah, Shreya was not there, sorry. Okay, that time. But others, I think, okay, yes, did we do or not? Children, do you remember something? Okay, so we did some activity called paper mask activity, symmetrical paper mask activity, like a cat, yeah, kitty cat and all these things. Yes, okay. What was the concept behind that? Do you know, someone can tell that? Yes. How did you get that eyes? Same size eyes on both the sides when you cut only half. What did we get? Okay, how did we get that? Saparna, tell me.
Miss, we had done quarters.
Okay. What was the concept?
The concept was symmetry.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, by the way, then, yes, after this activity, you should have got some idea about symmetry, isn't it? Yeah. It's okay. We'll see in detail today. Yeah. Today's class, we're going to see symmetry and lines of symmetry of various objects. Okay. All right. Give me a moment. Okay. So look at this. Okay. So what can you see here? Like you can see a butterfly. Okay, yes, and it's half, isn't it? I mean, its body taken and yes, we visualize that. Okay, yes, it is. What can you observe from this figure? Can anyone tell? Mudhuskanda, can you tell what is it shown?
Ma'am, it is a butterfly.
Yeah, it's a butterfly. Okay, that's very well known. Okay, then what about but okay, other than that, what can you observe here? What is happening?
I can observe their wings is in triangle shape.
Wings. Oh, triangle shape. No, actually, I mean to ask, what are how about the designs on both the sides of both the left hand side body and right hand side body? Okay, yes, Vadehi, can you tell?
What, ma'am?
Yes, can you tell, okay, the designs on this butterfly? Okay, how will be the designs of the butterfly on either sides of the body?
Some are like a little like triangle.
No, I'm not asking about the shapes, but okay, yes. Okay, I think I would like to tell that then. Okay, see, listen, children. Okay, so the body here on the right hand side and on the left hand side, yes, it is equal, isn't it? It is same designs you could see, isn't it? On either sides. All right. So on the butterfly, you could see that on the right hand side, which I have boxed here on the right and left boxed on the left, or same designs, having the same design, identical, we say, isn't it? Yes. So those kind of yes things, we call it as symmetrical. Okay, when do we call an object or a living being is symmetrical? When one half is exactly the same on the other half. All right, when one half was exactly the same on the other half. Do you agree that this butterfly has that symmetrical thing or not? Give a thumbs up. Yes? Huh. Okay. And look at these examples. Lekin, I request you to turn on your video. Even Karthik. Yeah. Okay. So what could you see here? So the ice cream which you take, okay, when you cut it into equal halves. Yes. Yes, both the sides it is equal here. And also the glass, when you cut, you can see that both the sides on the other sides it's equal. The pizza, national flag, and yes, the carom board and the flower design here, isn't it? Okay. And yes, look, and what did you notice here? Like, Likan, can you tell this? Okay, is there any one? It is only one way to know that this we can see that the symmetry, or any other ways you have for this figure?
No, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
We can only get in this way if, like, if there is example, if there is a book and if we cut it into a half, the same shape will come.
Okay, that's okay. But for this figure, okay, I'm sorry. For this figure which I'm showing right now, okay, yes, is this the only way to know the symmetry?
No, ma'am.
What are the other ways? How many ways are there? Can you tell?
Mama, I think.
Who can tell? No, not only two, Laken. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. I mean, we can discuss that. Anyone knows the answer for this? How many lines of symmetry, or how many ways we can find the symmetry? Okay, so I can this time I would like to ask Kester.
Ma'am, 3 lines of symmetry.
Only 3, is it? Okay, look at this. Okay, if you cut the pizza in this way.
That's what I'm telling, ma'am. This also I'm telling.
Oh, fine. Okay, and what about this? What about this?
That's what I was telling. This also.
Is it only 3? Is there only 3 ways? No. Okay, there are multiple times you can find, you can draw, or any which ways if you draw, yes, the pizza is going to be equal on either sides. Okay, so this actually, what is this shape called? Rayan, can you tell me what shape is this? This one. Can you tell what this pizza represents to? Which shape it represents to?
Circle.
Circle, isn't it? So circle, any object in the shape of circle has infinite number of lines of symmetry. What do you mean by infinite? Finite means countable. Okay, so infinite means multiple. Okay, yes, many. Okay, uncountable we call in math the term as infinite. Okay, so a circular object has multiple or infinite number of lines of symmetry. Okay, so this line which we draw to show the symmetry thing, it is called line of symmetry, right? Yeah, so hope it's clear. Yes, that's what I was talking about. This line was this line, now it is called line of symmetry. Okay, yes, here you have to notice, children, yes, though we write SYMMETRY, we pronounce it as symmetry. All right, though N is silent, I mean, not found here in the while writing. Okay, so fine. All right, is that clear? Yeah, okay. All right, I think we can have we can write something in our book, textbook. Okay, take out your student book, children. So we could see in page was taken All right. All right. Okay. So it's there in page. What's page number? 1 second, children. It's loading. So hold on. Those who have taken the page, you can start. Yes, over here. Page 66 in your student book. Okay, I gave it in the chat box also. Page 66. Sure, Tanishka, I'll explain. Tanishka, now have you understood the concept of symmetry now? 1 sec. Where is Tanishka? Okay. Tell me, Tanishka, did you understand the concept of symmetry now after explanation?
No.
Okay, don't worry. We'll see some examples. We'll get to know, right? Yeah. So look at this, children. Yeah, in page 66. Yeah. One sec. Anam, can you read this?
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Symmetry. Symmetry is when two parts of a shape is exactly like one another. Observe the figures above.
Okay, Tanam, thank you. Only the first line. Thank you. Okay. Yes. So what is it given here? Symmetry is when two parts. Okay. So what are the two parts here? See in the circle. This is one part and this is another part, isn't it? Yes. So when two parts of a shape are exactly like one another or similar to the other. Okay. See in this triangle also. Can you all observe that? Yes. When you divide that shape in such a way that, okay, it is equal on both the sides, then this object is called, these shapes are called symmetrical shapes. All right. And see this shape is a rectangle, isn't it? So a rectangle can be divided in this way also. This is called horizontal. Yes, line of symmetry. And other way you can draw this way also, isn't it? Is that possible or not? Vertical line is also possible, isn't it? If I divide this rectangle into, vertically also, you can see the symmetrical parts, isn't it? So that there are two lines of symmetry for this rectangle, and for circle, it is indefinite lines of symmetry. For triangle, if it is equilateral triangle, what do you mean by equilateral triangle? All the sides are equal. Supposing this side is 3 centimeter, the other side is also 3 centimeter. Okay, and the third side is also 3 centimeter. The sides, the length I'm talking about. Okay, so if all the lengths are 3 centimeter, we call this as equilateral, equal in lengths. Okay, the triangle. So for equilateral triangle, the line of symmetry can be drawn like this way also, isn't it? And through this vertex also you could draw another line of symmetry. So how many lines of symmetry you could find here? 1, 2, 3. So for equilateral triangle, it is 3. But for some triangles like, see, I would like to draw some other example also. Okay. See, for example, a triangle like this. Actually, all the sides are not, two sides are equal. So what can you say here? This is 3 centimeter. This is also 3 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. So you could see that only two lengths are equal. In that case, you could draw only one line of symmetry over, like in the middle, in the vertical way. Horizontal way, it's not possible. And through this vertex also, it's not possible. If you draw like this, then it is not symmetrical on either sides, right? So only one line of symmetry is possible for a triangle which is having only two sides are equal. Is that clear? Yes? Yeah. Okay, fine. All right. And now we have, okay, that's what we were looking for. Line of symmetry can be horizontal, vertical, and slanting. Okay. There are some examples given also. Okay, this is an example for horizontal line of symmetry. This is vertical and this is slanting. There is, okay, you can find objects where you could draw slanting lines of symmetry also. Okay, yeah. Shall I move on? Is it clear till here? Yeah. Tanishka, are you getting the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next. Yeah, there's a tree given below, but is it symmetrical? If you tell it's symmetrical, give a thumbs up, or else give thumbs down. Is this tree symmetrical, looking symmetrical? No, actually, okay? Because if you look at this area, actually here also it should be like that, right? But it is little up. Okay, so it's not symmetrical. So symmetrical means on either sides, even the exact point, the design should be same. All right. So that this tree is not symmetrical, but you could draw a symmetrical tree. Shall we draw? Like, okay, I'm drawing a sample one, but not the exact one. You can draw your own tree. Okay. Hope it's looking symmetrical, maybe 90%. Yes? No, okay. But somehow, okay, I managed to. But you can draw it. Yes, take it as challenge. Okay. Yeah.
And also on the root of the
Huh.
tree which is drawn, it is
Correct. Okay, fine. This root.
not the one you draw.
Uh-huh.
The one which
Yeah, over here on, okay, the original thing. Yes, Rayan, you're right. Okay. Tanishka, yes, tell me.
Ma'am, we can also draw phone, ma'am.
Phone. No, actually, you are supposed to draw a tree, a symmetrical one. This is not symmetry. This is not a symmetrical tree, so that you need to draw another one, and that's it, the matter.
I have to draw tree.
Yes. Or any shape you can draw, but here actually, since we are talking about the tree, you can draw a tree over here. You can draw any shape which is symmetrical, which should be equal on both the sides. You need to draw cone, so you should draw like this, isn't it? Exactly like this. And then, okay, you're drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And here also 5, 6. Okay, hope it's looking like a cone. Okay, fine. Moving on to the next part. Yes, many things in nature are symmetrical. Have you observed, children? Some things in nature, or like the plant's leaves, isn't it? All those look symmetrical. And yes, you could find some and you can share in the next class. All right, which things are natural things which is symmetrical. And here is a challenge for you. Draw the other half of the bird's wing. Yes. So for this, I can guide you. Okay, like you can draw a line of symmetry first. Then you can draw the edges first of all. I mean the way till which area the edges are extended. Okay, and you can start drawing the other part, and you could measure here. See, 1, 2, 2.5 down. It is given, isn't it? So that you can also draw 2.5 like this. All right. So like that you have to take. So like this you could try, but not. I'm not getting. I will not be. So somewhere like this, but this is not exact. You can take it again, challenge and do it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, identify 2 objects in your classroom. Now we are at home, right? So you can identify 2 objects which are at home, that are symmetrical. Okay, so who is ready to share 2 objects which are symmetrical at home now at present? Adya, okay, ball, very good. Yes. So objects, I'm writing it as, okay, basketball. Okay, another one. You can give it in the chat box. Give me in the chat box, children. Let me see. Lekan, Darshini, your video is off. Turn on your videos. Okay, board, book. Textbook, your textbook. Yes, okay. So your textbook, actually it is symmetrical. Yes, correct. Okay, board. Okay, which board? Maybe take blackboard or whiteboard do you have? Okay, fine. That's it. All right. Have you all written? Yes, Adya, that is also symmetrical. Yes. Ryan, is that symmetrical? Yes, it is symmetrical, but you have to cut exactly in the middle. Okay, fine, fine. Right. Okay, fine. Next, moving on to the next part. Hope you have completed. Now it's time to figure out the symmetrical things. Which of the following figures are symmetrical? Now you have to give thumbs up for symmetrical, thumbs down for not symmetrical. Okay. A, 1A, is it symmetrical or not symmetrical? Not symmetrical. Very good. So you could draw, we could just put a wrong, cross to the part. And B, what about B? Yes, it's symmetrical. And can anyone tell, Shan, can you tell me how many lines of symmetry do this, does this figure has? This one, B. We discussed, right? What is the shape?
Ma'am, circle, ma'am.
Circle. So circle has how many lines of symmetry, you know?
Ma'am, 0, ma'am.
0. Come on. You are telling, I think, ulta, I think. Who can tell this? Okay. What about Lekin? Why your video is off, Lekin? I can see that you most of the times your video is off. Okay. Should turn on your video throughout the class. All right. Fine. So this time, I think Karthik, could you tell that answer? Yes. Now, how many lines of symmetry this circle has?
2.
Only 2. Really? Not the other ways? Look at this. This is also possible. This is also possible. Like that, how many lines of symmetry we can draw? Multiple, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the answer for this then? How many lines of symmetry this figure has? Infinite. Okay. What do you mean by that? Many. Okay. Uncountable. All right. So this is correct actually for this question. All right. So this is the wrong first one. Third, C part. C, symmetrical or not symmetrical? Symmetrical. Okay. Good. D. What about D? Yes. Okay. Fine. E. E again, it is symmetrical because, yes, it is a circular object. F, what about F? Yes, asymmetrical. Okay, yeah. So there is a term, there is a word called asymmetrical. Okay, so for the objects which are not symmetrical, we call it as asymmetrical. Okay, so when you add a in front of any name, it means most of the times it means that opposite of the word coming forward, which means that not symmetrical. Asymmetrical means not symmetrical. All right. Yeah. Next one, 9. Symmetrical or not symmetrical? Sorry, not 9. Sorry, G. Symmetrical. Okay, fine. Yeah, correct. H. H. Yes. Correct. Sushant, are you doing this?
Ma'am, I don't know what page it is.
Oh, you could have asked me. Come on.
I did
Okay.
ask you in chat.
Okay, sorry then. It's 68. I was announcing before we start only. Okay, that time. Okay, not an issue. 68 page. All right. Yeah. Moving on to the next one. Draw the lines of symmetry for the following figures. Take the correct answers, correct number of symmetry. Okay, correct number of lines of symmetry. All right. So for this first figure, how can we draw the line of symmetry? Like this, isn't it? Vertical. Only vertical is possible. Is that this horizontal way? Is it Fine? No, right? We cannot draw the horizontal line of symmetry as a line. We cannot take it as a line, horizontal one, isn't it? If you draw horizontally, the figure doesn't look symmetrical. So we can have only the vertical line of symmetry. Okay, so how many lines of symmetry? Now answer is 1. All right. And for B, Shreya, you want to say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Darshini, could you tell the line of symmetry for the B part, B sum? How many lines? 2, only 2? What are they? Okay, this way, one way. Okay, horizontal also. And okay, you know, this way, when you draw through the, yes, diagonal, the slanting ones, even then also the figure is symmetrical. So this actually, it is a, what is the shape called?
Square.
Yes, or a square has 4 lines of symmetry actually. So whichever object resembles square has 4 lines of symmetry. But the 4 option is not given here. Children, you write here 4 and then put a tick mark. All right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Shan, concentrate. Yes, okay. So far it's clear? Kester, turn on your video. Okay, the next one. So you can draw vertical line of symmetry and you can draw horizontal line of symmetry also. Is that fine? So how many total? 2. You can tick to the 2. Any doubts? No. Okay, good. Moving on to the next one. Given below are some letters. Even okay, you could find a symmetrical thing over on the letters also, English alphabetical letters. Okay, so write them in the correct boxes. Okay, some letters are symmetrical, some letters are not symmetrical. Okay, find out. I'll give you 2 minutes for time to find out which all letters comes under symmetrical, which not. Okay, yeah, start working. Yes, Tana, you have the answers right away. Okay, tell me, Tana.
Ma'am, I did not understand what to write in those boxes.
Boxes, okay, for example, see if you take the letter A, is it symmetrical or not, this letter? Can you
Yes,
divide
ma'am.
this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
it is symmetrical. All right. So when you find out that this letter is symmetrical, you should write in under this category.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Yeah, like that. And asymmetrical things, asymmetrical letters over here on the right hand side. That's it. Sarah, your video is off. Thank you. Sushant, did you find out the page number and are you doing it?
Yes.
Okay. Done? Swaparna? Yes.
Understanding Q.
Q is Q, you cannot divide, you cannot find the symmetrical thing. So it is asymmetrical. One sec, children, one sec. All right, time up. Fine. So check your answers. Yes, Tanishka?
Ma'am, I'm already finished.
Good, good, good. Hasini, what about you? Have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me about this A. A is already done. B.
B. O.
Symmetrical or asymmetrical? symmetrical, isn't it? So when you draw a line of symmetry like this, horizontal line of symmetry, then it is symmetrical, correct? So B comes under, so where it is? Okay, so here, okay, children, check your answers, okay? I will explain anyhow, okay? So here under symmetrical, okay, so the letters would be B, O, D, M, H, T, K, W, okay, and under the not symmetrical, asymmetrical, Q, G, J, and L, okay? So I'll explain it anyhow. So did you all get the same letters in the categories? Yeah? Okay, good, fine. So I'll explain here. So look at this, B we have explained. For O, we can take horizontal and, vertical as well as horizontal, yes? And for D, yes, vertical, horizontal, not vertical is not possible, only horizontal for D. And for M, vertical. For Q, no, we'll check, I'll tell, we cannot find a line of symmetry over here. G also, H, yes, vertical. T, vertical. J, no. K, horizontal. L, not possible. W, yes, like this, vertical. All right, so that's why we have placed the letters accordingly. Is that clear? Yeah. Shall I clear the page? Oh, still writing? Come on. Fine, class, hurry up. I'm clearing the page now. Shall I? Yeah, okay. All right, okay. So today's homework is this page 69 in your student book. Let's practice thing. Okay, you know the concept of line of symmetry. You should yes, check if the dotted lines is lines of symmetry and the following figures. You should tick whether it is yes or no. Okay, check after checking this line is a line of symmetry or not. Then the second one, draw a line of symmetry in the following figures. Yes, you should draw literally on the given objects. Now tick the correct shape according to the things data given. You need to do that. Fourth one, which of the following figures are symmetrical? Draw a line of symmetry for that. Then yeah, that's it. So take out your workbook. We have some worksheet exercise also there over there. Take out your workbook, children. I'll show what is the home assignments and then we will move on to the next concepts. Okay, so take page 21 in your student book. In your workbook. Page 21 in your workbook. Worksheet 2. Hope, have you all completed page 20? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we discussed in the class, right? Now 21, name each shape and give a real life example for the same. So you can see that the first object is circle. Okay, that's why the circle, the ring is given. And yes, these are 2D shapes. You need to find a real life object for these given 2D shapes and you can draw the same. And second one, draw a line of symmetry for the given figures. Yes, you can draw on your own. Tell whether the line of symmetry is correct for the following figures. Write yes or no. You need to write here yes or no. And worksheet 3, you have you have to find the 3D shape based on the given clues. For example, first one, a shape that looks like a party hat, which is what? Can anyone tell? Are busy? Sri Raksha, tell me that. A shape that looks like a party hat. Easy. What about?
There is some background noise, ma'am, from my side. So
All right. Fine. So yes. Who can tell this? Sarah, this time.
ma'am, it is cone.
Cone. All right. Correct. So you have to find out like that. Okay. You need to, yes, compare the clues with the 3D object and you need to find the 3D thing. Okay. Next one, spot the error. If it is, okay. So you need to compare the object, given object. If it is wrong, then you have to draw the correct line of symmetry like this. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So will you do this at home, all of you? Yeah. Shreya, tell me.
Ma'am, where is the soft copy of this workbook?
Workbook, no dear. Okay, you will not be having this soft copy. I will upload or I will share with you separately. Or when I'm assigning when I'm creating an assignment message, you can see the attachments, you can find out there, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine, class. Good, Tanishka, you got everything correct. Yeah, so don't worry about the homeworks. Okay, you have 2 days time to finish. Okay, these are, I think, easy ones to do. Correct? Yeah, you can finish off within. Yes, Tanishka, is it difficult to do? It's a lot of writing works involved.
Actually, it's very easy, ma'am. Can you tell which page number, ma'am? You have to do the
Sure. Okay, I will tell the page number. You can see in the portal message also the page number. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All right, fine. So next we're gonna, okay, all of you, can I get your attention, all of you? Angel, Sushant. Yes. Okay. Hasini, Shayan. All right. So looking at this picture, okay, I'll show you the picture now. Okay, looking at the picture, what order is followed? Can you tell what order is followed here? See, some dancers are performing in an event. Okay, you can see some order, isn't it? Who can tell the order? If you know the answer, you can raise your hands. I will call you. Okay, Shreya is ready? Yes.
Ma'am, the sticks are like up and down in that pattern, and the ladies are like in left and right, that pattern.
So what we call it as, okay, this one, I mean, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, so like that, can you see the zigzag pattern over here? Yes, zigzag order. Yeah, correct. So yes, everything in this world has like in nature you could see some patterns. Okay, what do you mean by patterns? Following an order. All right. Yes, have you seen? Yeah, I would like to show some patterns to you. Okay, through the PPTs. Okay, one sec. Yeah. Here we go. Yes. So patterns are there everywhere in around us, correct? Okay, we can see on sarees, carpets, on window grills. Yes, and even in the naturist things also, you could see the patterns. Yes, yeah. What do you mean by pattern? By the way, following some order. Okay, you could see that. Okay, yes. Here, yes, there is a pattern followed, right? Like the correct number of leaves. Okay, followed by. So that okay, pattern means following an order, right? Okay, so there's some patterns repeat like this. Have you all seen? Have you worked out these patterns in your earlier classes? Yes. Okay, and some patterns keep increasing also, correct? So if it is 1 in the first term, then the next term 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, you could see that some patterns increasing also. And yes, some patterns increase then repeats also. See, for example, here, okay, one sec. 1, 2, 3. Again 1, 2, 3. So this is this 1, 2, 3 is repeating and also increasing, correct? So some pattern increase then repeats also, and some pattern decreases then repeats. See, for example, here 6, 4, 2. Again 6, 4, 2. Correct? And yeah, there are some patterns like this also. All right. So we can now today's class, okay, we can see some more examples on this patterns. And you take out your student book, page, it's there in page 138 in your student book. All of you, please take 138 in your student book. This you should have learned how to find the pattern and find the next terms, okay? It's a revision exercise. You can do it on your own. Yes, no, class? Okay, can you do it on your own? Yes, okay, fine. See, look at the first one. Yeah, this orange ball you could see here only after 2 balls. Again, after 2 balls. And you know what will come now here, isn't it? So you can complete on your own like this. Circle the picture that comes next in the each pattern. So if you take the second one, yeah, you should choose the right option, what should come next after this. After this, what should come? Is it this or this? You should select one from each. Okay, yeah. Okay, you can complete till page 138. I mean, only one page here, 138. Okay, we shall discuss the answers in the next class. All right, is that fine? Yeah. Don't worry, I'll mention the page numbers in the homework assignment when I'm assigning. And Adya is already completed. Good, good. Okay. So how many are half done with the home assignments? At present, I think most of you have completed half, I think. Sarah? Yes, tell me, Sarah.
Ma'am, which page number?
Okay, fine. I will tell the page numbers once again. 138 in your student book. All right. And yes, page 69 in your student book, which let's practice 69 and 70. 69 and 70 in your student book. And in workbook.
Ma'am, is this the homework?
Yes. All right. Okay, fine. Even in workbook, we have few pages that you can do later also. We can discuss in the class also. Okay, once you finish this, and if you have time, enough time, you can discuss you can finish off the workbook worksheet also. Okay, workbook worksheets. It's there in page 21 and 22. All right. Yeah. Fine. I'm creating a link for the. I'm sharing the link of the exit tickets. People can. Someone can summarize what all we learned today? Sopana? Yes, please.
We learned symmetry.
Okay, symmetry and Finally, what we last 5 minutes, what we're learning about, what we're discussing about.
Patterns.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, patterns also. Fine. Can anyone tell? Okay, yes. What are the different shapes and its line of symmetry? Maybe for like square, rectangle, circle. You could summarize. Drishti, could you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you discuss the lines of symmetry for square, rectangle, circle, whatever shapes we have learned today? Yes.
So in circle we can do a half, like in
How many lines of symmetry we
line.
can draw?
We can do one or two.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we can draw multiple. Is
Yeah.
it? Okay, for a circle. Then what about square?
Square we can also do like this on multiple.
So a square 4, and for rectangle it is 2. Right? Yeah. Thank you, class. Okay, yes, you can find the link in the chat box. You can fill up and you can move for break. All right? Yeah. Thank you.